Hello, everybody, and thank you so much for joining along on today's episode. I have to start today's episode with an apology. My apologies for not posting anything last week. I committed to posting on a weekly basis, 8 o'clock every Wednesday, Newfoundland time, and I failed to do that last week. So my apologies to my subscribers and viewers and anybody who's happened to tune in. So part of the reason why there was a void there was we've had a lot of action on the house, and believe it or not, we had two competing offers, and we now have a conditionally sold house with the conditions coming off later this week. Yay! Very exciting. So one of the big hurdles, and we're now past that. So next big hurdle is getting all of our stuff from Calgary all the way to Newfoundland, and might be trying a couple of different ways to get it there. I'll be sharing along the way, but we've got a greenhouse to disassemble and pack up, as well as a garage full of stuff and a basement full of stuff, and lots of renovation materials that we'll be taking with us. So that will all be happening over the next few weeks. July 16th is our final day here in Calgary, so hopefully we're in Newfoundland prior to that. So yeah, very exciting. Starting another chapter, another journey, a crazy epic adventure. So glad you're all following along. So anyways, without further ado, today's episode. Today is all about another piece that we're going to be taking with us to Newfoundland, and that was a piece we picked up here in Calgary. And so I'll leave you with today's episode. If you enjoy this kind of content, make sure you follow along by hitting that subscribe button and like this video. It helps with the algorithms. Isn't that right, Teddy? Yeah. Teddy likes the like button. Anyways, follow along, and we'll see you on the next episode. Thanks for joining on this one. Enjoy, guys. So this episode really started with a message on Facebook Messenger. My husband, Bill, who is addicted to Facebook Marketplace, sent me this message and found this piece online. Amazing joinery on this drawer, and very unique, with a very specific time that this joinery was used. So here is the piece that we ended up picking up. A beautiful Eastlake style dresser. We were told this one was about 85 years old, but based on the joinery, I'm gonna say that this one's older. Maybe it was purchased in the family 85 years ago, but definitely older than that. And anytime you pick up one of these old pieces, you're bound to find some little treasure inside, little family note or letter on family vacation sent. That was dated 1996. So here's that beautiful joinery that I'm talking about. So this cove and pin or nap joint, K-N-A-P-P, just in case you're Googling that. This joinery was used in a very specific time frame, basically the 1870s to 1900, and that was invented by Charles Knapp and patented in 1867. It ended up not becoming as popular, and the dovetail join kind of won over, but amazing joinery, and you'll hear lots of people who do restoration talking about how strong a joint that is. So today, all we really wanted to do was not make any major changes to this dresser. Its history shows. We love the fact that its history shows, and this is a piece that we didn't want to make any major changes to. Just a little bit of spit shining here. So just showing you a couple of few of the products that we used on this one today. And by no means are we restoration experts. I would strongly encourage you to seek out those experts. If I could recommend one, that would be Thomas Johnson Antique Furniture Restoration here on YouTube. If you have not seen this gentleman, he does amazing work. He's always got really interesting pieces, I find, on his show, and always tells a story. And he's got a lovely dog. How could you beat that, right? Anyways, lots of fun and totally enjoyable. I could watch him for hours and hours. I do watch him for hours and hours. He's my YouTube addiction. So just making sure we give it some spit shine here. So this piece actually was, as I mentioned, 85 years ago, so the story goes, purchased by a family's great-grandfather, who was a coal merchant, purchased the dresser in Ontario. So 85 years ago, and grandfather got it. It ended up going to Vancouver and then to Calgary. And now it's going to make its way to Newfoundland. But it was in a bedroom with boys, and this has always been used as a boys' dresser. So yeah, like I said, lots of patina and wear on this dresser. So as you can see from this drawer, it really has been loved a lot. It slid in and out of that dresser for quite some time. You can see lots of wear and tear on this one. Just wanting to hang on to all those original nails too, because at some point we'll do some actual repairs on this. So the drawer slides in and out a little bit easier, but here was the hardware, and it was funny, we thought this was all mismatched hardware, but lo and behold, it's not fully intact, but some of the pieces in two different sizes.
Okay, so these were two of the drawer pulls that were taken off the dresser. They're actually different sizes. We thought two were the same and four were different, but the two that we thought were the same were actually different. One is smaller, one is larger. We think these are original, and we've cleaned off the back of one of them here, and we do have the markings. I think the catalog number G390, and this was manufactured by KBC, which would have been Keeler Brass Company. And so these could be anywhere as early as 1890 onward. But trying to find this one specifically, so all I've done is I'm taking a picture of it, and I'm just gonna go to Google here. And we're just gonna click on this little guy here. We'll do a reverse search. I'm just gonna grab the photo here. Isolated the knob, and it's gonna give us some definitely close, but give us the opportunity now to search, see if we can find some original or similar to original that could potentially be added to the cabinet.